What I find fascinating is I think the healthiest and most successful societies are fundamentally a three-legged stool. There is the government or the public sector, there is business or the private sector, and there is the nonprofit or NGO or civil society. There's three legs. And this is where governments, they absolutely should be pushing and regulating. That's their job. It's where NGOs need to be keeping us all honest by criticizing us and then offering suggestions. But the more powerful the technology, the more formidable the weapon.
Yeah.
And we got to think about both. People in business say government's too powerful. People in government or the nonprofit community say, no, business is too powerful. And unfortunately, I think that the most politically astute social scientists in the world sometimes work for the Russian government, and they spend an enormous amount of energy trying to sow the dissensions between us.
Let's talk a little bit about the Russia thing. Right before the war in Ukraine started, I remember Microsoft was one of the first to issue a warning to the world to say, hey, we think Russia's about to invade Ukraine. And you based this on a wide range of information. Help me understand this. You know, you are seeing how Russia is trying to either sow dissent in the world or create and disseminate misinformation in the world. And from a US perspective, it seems pretty clear. It's like, this is what Russia's doing. But then in many parts of Africa and in parts of South America, there's a very different opinion on Russia. They go, well, Russia is trying to help us grow crops, or Russia's trying to help us with our power plant technology, or Russia's trying to help us with our science, and the rest of the Western world isn't helping with that. Is that split real, or are we just perceiving the same thing differently?
I think most of Europe is united because they've seen Russian tanks and Russian missiles and Russian troops invade the sovereign territory, the soil of Ukraine. I think what the Russians have also done is they do run what we call a cyber influence operation, a disinformation effort on a global scale. The key to misleading the public is to tell a story that just might be true. If it's too fanciful, it will be rejected because people will listen to it and go, no, that's crazy. You need to understand the people that you're trying to impact, and you then need to be creative. You need to weave a tale, if you will, that is just plausible enough. And then you use technology to get it going, sometimes now with deep fakes, but more often not. And then you use social media to fan the flames.